Hamas, a Palestinian political and militant organization, has been a central player in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In this video, we will explore the top 5 terrorists of Hamas, their backgrounds, and the roles they have played within the organization. First, let's talk about the history of Hamas. The leadership of Hamas, founded in late 1987, has always been considered somewhat collective. Despite the existence of central figures, Sheikh Ahmed Yassin was well known as the group's founder and original authority. Considerable murkiness surrounds the organization's central command. Especially since the deaths of Yassin and Abdul Aziz Rantizi, who took over for Yassin in 2004, Hamas has not clarified exactly who is in charge. There has been tension between Hamas leaders in the Palestinian territories and in Syria, with the latter in general voicing more extremist positions. After the organization's recent victory in the Palestinian Authority elections, Hamas won 74 of 132 parliamentary seats. Some individuals will likely come to the forefront. Experts expect Haniyeh, who was first on Hamas national candidates list in the January 25 election, to become the leader of the new PA government if a prime minister is chosen from Hamas. Along with Mahmoud al-Zahar, Haniyeh heads Hamas in Gaza. Haniyeh, who is in his 40s, is younger than most other Hamas leaders. He was born in the Shadi refugee camp in Gaza, and in 1987, the same year Hamas was founded, he graduated from Gaza City's Islamic University with a degree in Arabic literature. One of approximately 400 people expelled by Israel to Lebanon in 1992, Haniyeh returned to Gaza the next year and became the Dean of Islamic University, where he also leads the Hamas student movement. He was close with Yassin, taking charge of his office in 1998. Haniyeh often represented Hamas in meetings with the PA. He was jailed for several years, and survived an assassination attempt in 2003. Though considered more moderate than other members of Hamas, Haniyeh remains an ideologue, says Alon Ben-Meir, a professor at NYU's Center for Global Studies. The real difference between him and others is a matter of tactics, Ben-Meir says. Haniyeh, for example, advocated that Hamas participate in the 1996 PA elections that the group boycotted. He is considered likely to take a leadership role, despite coming to Hamas slightly later than some other leaders. Here is the list of top 5 terrorists of Hamas. Number 5, Sheikh Ahmed Yassin. Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, a significant figure in the Palestinian territories, was the founder of Hamas, establishing the organization in late 1987. He was widely regarded as the spiritual leader of Hamas and played a pivotal role in shaping its ideology and direction. Yassin had previously led the Gaza branch of the Muslim Brotherhood, a precursor to Hamas. Yassin's life was marked by conflict and imprisonment. He was arrested in 1984 but released the following year as part of a prisoner exchange. In 1989, he was imprisoned again, this time for his involvement in the abduction and murder of 2 Israeli soldiers. He regained his freedom in 1997, a release orchestrated after the botched assassination attempt on Hamas leader Khalid Meshal. Following his release, Yassin continued to wield significant control within Hamas, guiding its activities and strategic decisions. Tragically, Yassin's life came to a violent end on March 22, 2004, when he was killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) spokesman stated that Yassin bore personal responsibility for numerous terror attacks that resulted in the deaths of civilians, both Israeli and foreign, underscoring the deeply polarized and violent nature of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict during that era. Number 4, Mahmoud al-Zahar. Mahmoud Zahar, an integral figure within Hamas, has been dedicated to the organization since its inception and maintained a close association with its co-founder, Sheikh Ahmed Yassin. A native of Gaza, Zahar's academic journey led him to study medicine in Cairo, eventually specializing as a surgeon. He assumed the role of Yassin's personal physician and became a lecturer at Gaza's Islamic University. Sharing a tumultuous history with Ismail Haniyeh, Zahar was expelled to Lebanon in 1992, endured imprisonment, and miraculously survived an assassination attempt. His extensive experience and steadfast commitment to Hamas have solidified his position within the group. Often characterized as a hardliner, Zahar ranked 9th on Hamas' list of candidates for leadership. Consequently, he may not be as likely as Haniyeh to assume the role of prime minister in the new Palestinian Authority government. On election day, he emphatically declared on Al-Mana TV that there would be no recognition of the Israeli enemy's territorial claims. However, in a more conciliatory tone during a January 29 interview with CNN, Zahar hinted at the possibility of a Palestinian state based on pre-1967 borders, offering a glimpse into the complexities of his political stance. Number 3, Sheikh Hassan Youssef. Youssef, who is in his 50s, has held the position of head of Hamas in the West Bank since August 2001, a role that he currently maintains even while incarcerated in an Israeli prison. His leadership within the organization brings a unique perspective, as he is often seen as a pragmatic moderate, much like Ismail Haniyeh. Unlike some of his fellow leaders, Youssef joined Hamas later in its history. In 1992, like other Hamas figures, Youssef experienced deportation to Lebanon. His approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has at times put him in disagreement with exiled Hamas leader Khalid Mashal. Youssef has been a proponent of negotiations over violence, emphasizing a more diplomatic path toward resolution. If Israel were to release Youssef from prison, many experts, including Ben Meir, believe he could serve as a moderating influence within Hamas. His willingness to engage in dialogue and seek peaceful solutions could open doors to a more pragmatic approach in the ongoing struggle for Palestinian statehood and Israeli-Palestinian relations. Number 2, Sheikh Mohammed Abu Tir. Sheikh Mohammed Abu Tir, hailing from Jerusalem and holding the second position on Hamas national candidates list, may not be as well known as some of his counterparts, but his distinct feature, a bright orange dyed beard, makes him easily recognizable. In his 50s, Sheikh Abu Tir has an impressive history, having endured a total of 25 years in prison. Notably, he was once a member of Fatah, showcasing his political evolution and the complex interplay of factions in the region. During the recent legislative elections, Abu Tir was arrested and briefly detained for campaigning in East Jerusalem, highlighting the contentious nature of political activities in this area. In his post-election statement to the Globe and Mail, he emphasized a commitment to adopting Sharia as a source for legislation, underscoring the importance of Islamic principles in governance. However, he has also been careful to clarify, as seen in an open letter published in Newsweek International, that Hamas does not intend to impose Sharia by force, indicating a degree of pragmatism and recognition of the diverse political landscape in the Palestinian territories. Number 1, Mohammed Deif. Mohammed Deif is widely believed to hold the position of Gaza commander within the military wing of Hamas, known as the Is-Adin al-Qassam Brigades. He assumed this role after the assassination of Salah Shahada in July 2002 and has since remained a prominent and elusive figure on Israel's most wanted list. Despite numerous assassination attempts, Deif has managed to escape, although he sustained injuries in a September 2002 attempt on his life. Even prior to his appointment as Gaza commander, Deif was a wanted figure due to his involvement in planning multiple suicide bombings and other attacks. Born in Khan Yunis, Gaza, Deif's mentor was Yehia Ayash, a renowned Hamas bomb maker often referred to as the engineer and the former head of the Qassam Brigades until his assassination in late 1995. Deif, approximately in his 40s, had a history of brief imprisonment in 2000, followed by a period of house arrest imposed by the Palestinian Authority. He was eventually released in April 2001. In August 2005, a tape featuring Deif was released in which he emphasized the importance of resistance as a legal weapon alongside political activities, threatened to make all of Palestine hell for Israel, and expressed solidarity with insurgents in Iraq. The exact whereabouts of Mohammed Deif remain unknown, underscoring the mysterious and covert nature of his role within Hamas. Hamas stands as a multifaceted and influential entity within the Palestinian territories. Its leadership, comprising both political and military figures, navigates complex political landscapes, bringing diverse perspectives and strategies to the forefront. Hamas, the Palestinian political and military organization, remains a complex and influential force in the region. Its leadership, comprising both political and military figures, holds diverse viewpoints and strategies. Understanding these leaders and their roles is essential in comprehending the intricate dynamics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the pursuit of Palestinian statehood. If you found this information valuable and would like to stay updated on a wide range of topics, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Your support encourages us to continue delivering informative and engaging content that keeps you informed and engaged. Thank you for being part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more knowledge with you in the future.